Hi there. Have you ever wanted to show somebody something that's on your screen? Well, I started to do this live about 5 minutes ago and my internet went out. So I'm going to start over and show everybody how to do something on your screen. It's a really helpful resource that can be used in lots of different ways. For example, let's imagine you have a friend a colleague, a student who you want to be able to share with them a helpful resource that you have online, or maybe it's on a website. Or maybe you want to show somebody the exact steps to take in order to operate, let's say, an app or a software, or where to find something on your Google Drive, whatever it may be. You want to share with them what's on your screen so that they can see exactly what you see. You can narrate it. You could be on the camera as well, your face, not only the website on your screen, but your face as well. All of those things you can use screencasting. So screencasting is this really easy to use, kind of flexible way of showing everybody what's on your screen. You can do it as a photo, like an individual photo, or as a video with audio and a camera if you like. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Different tools you can use to screencast. So I'm going to show you two different tools. I have my favorite, but I think most people like the other one that I'm going to show you, but that's okay. We all have our opinions, right? It's all good. The thing is that they're good for two different things, and I'll show you how that works. The one thing I did want to clarify though today is that normally I do these lives for teachers, specifically for tools to use in the classroom. But this particular one I think could be great for lots of different people. I've used it definitely. For example, let's say I'm using a website, a professional website, like my bank website or a software that I've purchased, and it's not working correctly. So I take a little screencast and I send it to their customer service department and I say, see? Doesn't work. Or let's say I have a friend who doesn't seem to understand where to find something on a website. Well, I'll record the whole process. If I go to this area and then I click on that menu and then I get to this button, see, it's easy as that. And that can be helpful too. Or in my job, for example, I do help a lot of teachers. Sometimes they just need a quick, almost like I just need to point to the button that they need to click on in order to do a particular activity. So I take a photo and add an arrow on top of the photo and send it to them. Something as easy as that. So I think it could be helpful for lots of different people, for friends, for family, or for anybody's job to do these screencasts. So let me show you. I just wanted to call your attention to my blog post. This particular one is on screencasting. It kind of sounds like it has to be a video when you screencast, but it doesn't have to be a video. It can just be an image, a static image, like a photo. So if you'd like to go to the blog and read lots of different ways to do it, both paid and free, sometimes they're a little bit easy and simple tools, and sometimes they're a little bit more complex. Those all are on the blog. Other people just kind of like to see it in written form rather than watching through a video, so that's fine too. Please feel free to go to my website, brennan-consulting.com. Or you can click, if you're watching this live, you can click right there on that screencasting link and you'll go directly to the website there. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to share my screen with you today, and I'm going to take you through these two separate tools, and hopefully it'll be helpful. Okay, so here we go. Let's just imagine I'm here in Google Classroom. Right? And I'm going to show my students something very specific on one of the Google classes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Google Classroom like this, and then I'm going to go look through all of my different Google Chrome extensions. Now, if you don't know what an extension is, just go to chrome.google.com and you'll see lots of different things that you can attach to Google Chrome, and then you'll see it here, and they do all different types of things. So this particular one is called Awesome Screenshot. See how it popped up there, Awesome Screenshot? And it has a free version that I like a lot. So let's say I'm here at Google Classroom and I want to show them something on Classroom. So I'm going to click Awesome Screenshot, and it's going to give me the option to either record or to just capture, which would be like an image, just like a static image, like a photo. But let's start with record. It gives me the option of recording the whole desktop, just this particular tab, like just the Google Classroom tab, or maybe this is only the camera where it looks just at me and I'm direct, speaking direct to camera. In this case, we'll do desktop. I can see, there's some different options here. And then when I'm ready to start recording, I just click start recording. It's going to ask me exactly what do you want to record. So you have to click this and then share. Now it's going to count down 3, 2, 1, and now I'm recording. Let's imagine I click here and then I say, everybody just click right here. And then this is the important thing I want you to take a note of. When I'm done recording, I just click stop sharing. Or I could have clicked back up here at this awesome awesome screenshot little, it had a little counter. I could see that way that I was recording, or I could stop it up here too if I wanted to. All right, so now my video that I just made is in the Awesome Screenshot website. This is kind of like where it's stored. So I can do a couple of things. I could download it directly, maybe that way, and then I send it to somebody. I could edit the video. Now, the nice thing about as I'm recording this in July of 2021, this video editing is new. It's in beta, so it means that they're giving it to you for free, which will probably later be charged for. So that's pretty fancy because you can cut out pieces, you can do different types of cool editing things. Or you could get a link to just have people come right here directly to this website and watch it. Or if you have Slack, for example, you could upload it directly to Slack or to these other websites. So in this case, I'm just gonna download it. I want to take you back over here. Hold on, I gotta move this. I want to take you back over to Awesome Screenshot so that you can see that this is MB, that's me, Maggie Brennan. You can see these are all the different ways that I've used Awesome Screenshot in the past, and so it stays here. Now, the nice thing about this is, for example, this particular photo that I took in the past, maybe I want to use it again in 2 weeks. Well, I can always come back here, click on it, and use it again. So let's go back, and I just want to show you one last thing. Let's imagine I'm back here in Google Classroom right at the front of the classes, and now I just want to take a static image. I click here, I go to capture this time, and you can capture just the visible part of the screen, the full page, which even would include stuff that's down below that I can't see right away, or just a selected area. I often do selected area, and then you just draw, let's say I just want to take a photo of this. Now, the minute I let go, it gives me another menu. I often use this arrow tool. When I click on arrow, it's going to ask me what kind of thickness of an arrow do I want, or what color do I want. Let's make a big green arrow, and I'll show you the way I did that last one you just saw on my account. I draw an arrow to the 3 dots that the students need to click on, for example, or another teacher. The other thing I can do, which is kind of nice, is this blur feature. And blur, let's say I want to blur out something that's private that I don't want them to see, like something like that. So it blurs it out. That's definitely good for account names, or definitely for passwords, or maybe just something personal that you won't want them to see. And by the way, if you click on the arrow, then you can change its color, or change its width, that type of thing, a little bit of extra things. Or it could add a rectangle. Let's say I want them to see this, the to review, just anything you want to draw attention to. When you're done, you just click capture, and again, it will go directly to the Awesome Screenshot website. And now I see here I'm in the Awesome Screenshot website, and I'm in my account. I can see that I'm in my account. So I can download it. I can annotate it again. Let's say add another arrow or whatever. And there's some more features over here too. So I most often download it and send it to somebody. So that's Awesome Screenshot. As you can see, it's super easy. I used to have to add an arrow like this, or to add a box. I used to have to take a photo, upload it to another, Paint, like Microsoft Paint, add this thing, then save it to Microsoft Paint, and then send it to somebody. But now it's like one-stop shop. I love this. All right, so that is Awesome Screenshot. Now let me come back here and let me see you so you can, so that you remember I'm back here. Now, the other one that I'm going to show you today is called Screencastomatic, and it's a little bit different because it's like a website that is a downloadable software. Now, the difference there is that I personally think it's a little bit more clunky in the sense that I got to make a lot more clicks to get where I want to go. And the very first time you use it, you need to download the software. It's free and it's super trustworthy. That's, it's not like it's a security risk or anything like that. But you have to enable the camera and enable the microphone, and then you have to quit the program before you can launch it again. It just gets, I don't know. And then the very first time I used it, I couldn't figure out where my recordings went. So that's why I think it's a little bit more clunky. But I do have to admit there's two big advantages to it. One is that if you're not online, like let's say you just opened up PowerPoint and you want to record PowerPoint, that's not on the internet, right? Well, this is a software that will record anything that's on your computer, not just what's on Google Chrome. Awesome Screenshot, like I said, Awesome Screenshot is just for something that's online, The other thing about Screencastomatic, what I'm about to show you, is that if you want to purchase the paid version, which has lots more like editing features and like subtitles and like a scripting feature, lots of other cool stuff, it's much cheaper than Awesome Screenshot. So like I said, they're both of them are good, and both of them have a pretty good free version, but they may be used in a little bit different way. All right, so let's check Awesome Screenshot. I'm going to, again, share my screen with you, and I'm going to go to Awesome Screenshot. Oh, no, sorry, Screencastomatic. Screencastomatic.com. And as you can see here, it immediately gives me the option to capture a screenshot, like an individual image, or to launch a recorder. That would be for a video. And these are all the different things that I've already recorded in the past, right? So if I click on Launch Recorder, now the one bad thing here, how about we capture a screenshot first? Now see how it's launching. Click OK. I have to open that. So see how it's launching? I have to kind of wait for it to launch. Kind of bugs me. Sorry for all those Screencast-O-Matic people who love it. Sorry to be insulting it here, but like I said, it's just a little bit more clunky. Anyway, I'm ready. I'm going to click Ready. And it says now, click and drag to select an area, or just click once to do the entire screen. So let's just say I want to only take this little section. There, it just took that screenshot. Now, am I right or am I right that it looks like the screenshot just kind of disappeared? So it says here, open screenshot editor. I could add it to a folder. And so, okay, this is what I should. It didn't disappear. I'm going to click here, and I'm going to show you that now here I can add an arrow, and like I did on the other one too. So here's an arrow or a star or a square. I can add any of these shapes. And actually there's even more shapes over here. That's kind of nice. So I'm going to add an arrow. Let's say I just want to call attention to somebody of where the actual videos are located. Now, if I want to adjust the size or the color, I've got to click on this here and then customize. And then I can change the color, or the end, maybe I want it to look like, I don't know why anybody would want it to look like that, but you get the idea. This is where you're going to customize. And then when you're done with this whole thing, I'm going to click done. Let's say I want to add, again, you could crop or resize it. You could add a shape as well. You could blur here too. So it's got some of those same features. Oh, this, I don't want that extra one. Then I can just click delete. Okay, so now let's say this is the image that I want to share with my students or with my friend to show her where the videos are, right? When I click done, to me, it looks like that screenshot just disappeared. But what I learned later is, see, once you've launched Screencast-O-Matic, it's got this little feature up here. It's got this little like button up there that shows you where Screencast-O-Matic is. This is what they call the tray. If I open up the tray, then you can see that my snippet is right here. So now I can either edit it again, add it to a folder, or upload it or create a link and send it to people, right? So that's the way Screencast-O-Matic works. And let's say I don't know, I don't know what you guys like better. I personally like more, here, I'm going to come back to you now. I personally like a little bit more awesome screenshot, and there's all kinds of other ways to do it. Very often I use QuickTime, which comes automatically installed, pre-installed, I should say, on my, it comes pre-installed on any Mac. So that's convenient too. And there's no time limit on a QuickTime video. On these free versions of both Awesome Screenshot and Screencastomatic, there's a 5-minute limit on the videos. But you know what? If you're a teacher or if you're just a friend instructing a friend, you probably don't need any more than 5 minutes anyway. Nobody really watches videos that are any longer than that. So anyway, that's my helpful tip for today. Screencasting. Super easy, friendly, and free. So lots of different ways to use these. Like, for example, I said, a friend or a colleague to help them with something that's online, to help them with a technology resource. Or teachers, you could use it as a tutorial. Let's say maybe you're using a website or a new technology tool for the first time. You could record your screen and show students how to do it. Or let's say at the beginning of the year, you could give a little Google Drive or Google Classroom tutorial. Say, this is what our class looks like. This is where you're going to find the resources. This is the difference between the stream and the classwork. Things like that. You give them like a little guided tour of your LMS. When I worked at a previous school, we used quite a complicated LMS that did everything. And we would always use screencasts to give the students like a little tour at the beginning of the year. And that was super helpful. So I hope you find different ways for you to use screencasting. Please let me know in the comments below what you think or how you use it. That could be helpful for all of us as well. So thanks everybody for coming today. I hope you found this helpful, and I would love to answer any questions you have in the comments. Okay? Take care. Bye.